Last week, we started part 1 of the dry bilge system and showed how to plumb it and actually install all of the pieces. Today, we'll go over part 2 of the dry bilge system, how to wire it, and we'll show you exactly how to wire each piece of it to make it work.
Open your eyes and look around. So many new things to be found. I know a place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again,
Today we'll go over the components to wire, starting off with the existing circuit breaker in your fuse panel, then over to your new timer that you can install, the digital timer in a panel, and then we'll go from there over to the new pump that you're going to install. I hope we all installed all of this already, and then we'll show you exactly how to wire it all up. Run a number 18 gauge wire, a red wire, from your existing circuit breaker. Must be at least 10 amps or more. Red wire to the positive on the timer that powers the timer itself, and then also a jumper over to the negative side of the relay. Next, run a black number 18 to the negative side of the timer itself to power the timer, and then also directly to the negative side of the pump, the black wire on the pump. And finally, tie the red wire from the pump itself, and you can add a piece of 18 wire to that red also, and tie it in to the output of the relay on the plus side on the timer. Alright, so we're going to have to run the wire for the dry bilge system. So what I have to do is use this pull line. Thank you, this Catalina Legio pull line, or somebody did. Thank you to whoever did. Through our 387, we're going to have to pull it all the way down through the floor. We'll take up the floorboards, round through this bilge and over to that bilge to be tied into the pump. So we got Kathy over here. She's unfurling the wire for me.
Hello.
So anyway, getting ready to run the wire. We're going to pull it through. Then we're going to pull that pull line. If you ever have one, you got a pull line, make sure you pull it back, and we'll use a wire to pull it back up here, so if we ever need it again, we'll have it. So good idea. All right, got the wires run. Got the red and the black, negative and positive, running through the holes. Now we're going to take it, tie them in the breaker box. We have the pump in there, and so now I have this little timer. This timer, I got it set to run about 3 minutes every 3 hours, but you can turn it on manually. That's what it sounds like. So you can set it for days, and whole bunches of setting, and you can do it manually too. So anyway, we'll see what it does. I got to cut a hole and put it in there so it looks nice. But anyway, we'll see what happens.
will you come down through your window and find me in the street? I've been dying for some company and trying
find our videos helpful and informative, then learn how to become a virtual crew member over at patreon.com/DreamweaverSV.